The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Dawson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
That touchdown just got this whole place going.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Dawson. Takes a hit as he fires. The short hands. It's Singleton. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark him dead at the 34. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
To the air, it's Dawson. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason concentration. This offense starts deep in a hole. Dropping back, it's Dawson. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got room to work. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Payne. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Steps away to find some room. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Dawson. Looking to scramble. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give as they work on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running to Green. Turning it on. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receiving.
Using his legs, it's Payne. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this is...
on the ground. It's Payne.
The game moves the ball to the 34.
Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. The tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. An inside give now from the shotgun.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
To the air, it's Dawson. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Henry. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish.
Out of the shotgun, hands it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. That gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The gain sets up a 3rd down play. A play action, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Fires it on the move. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here?
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Trying to find room. It's Payne. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. 2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Dawson. The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the move now. Pulls it in. It's Henry. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when's the last time you saw a tight end who can lay out like that and make a play?
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. 1st down to the 27. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half. The talk strategy here. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Took contact on the throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass. It's Dawson. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. On the run, it's Payne. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big play for 31.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Takes the handoff again. Breaks free. First down and more. He's still running. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Washington. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Throws to the tight end. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to... And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the second down play.
Here we go. Ready.
And he's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they...
Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Across the 40. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Broken tackle still going. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air. It's Dawson. near the sticks. It's Henry. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping.
Working clock with the ground game. As the first down is still going. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, they move the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
They'll leave it with him. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Dawson. Dances away to buy time. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Pulled down for the tackle. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Dawson. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they...
And into
This is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Dawson. Rushes on him. He's going to fire deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Pass interference. Defense.
So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick six. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He wants to throw it. Extending the play. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice.
It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Dawson. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Ripping through the defense. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how
they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Using his feet to buy time. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum. Here come the Irish, back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dawson. Looking to scramble. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to pass, it's Dawson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And these moments can be tight.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a back to throw, it's Dawson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
That's the one day.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass. And
they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the right. There he goes. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Notre Dame will get things started with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Dawson. He's moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make...
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Dawson. Got a man, it's Henry. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And getting to this quarterback is different. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. You know, the numbers for Notre Dame receivers aren't always prolific, but you think of Tim Brown, Rocket Ismail, Jeff Samardzija. They've had a lot of tremendous receivers. This guy fits right in that category.
Yeah, and when you think about those guys...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Lining up to convert third down. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Dawson. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Gonna run it. It's Payne. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Looking to throw, it's Dawson. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't...
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Royer. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes...
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On the ground, it's Payne. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll go to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the...
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David